Found on the 6 inhabited continents as ministers of the gospel in more than 100 countries, the Society of Jesus is the largest religious order in the Catholic Church. Their work in the United States includes the largest system of private education in the country. The Society sponsors 28 universities, such as Georgetown, Santa Clara, Marquette, and the University of San Francisco. It also sponsors 58 high schools, including Jesuit High School and Cristo Rey High School in Sacramento. Since 1963, Jesuit High School of Sacramento has been educating young men in the Ignatian tradition. Our education is about the formation of the whole person, intellectually, spiritually, and as leaders of our community. We structure our curriculum and co-curricular opportunities to shape men for others, men who are open to growth, intellectually competent, religious, loving, and committed to doing justice. Jesuit is a place where students say they are known and cared for by our committed faculty as well as by their fellow students. Students have the opportunity to participate in more than 55 clubs and 36 athletic teams. Last year, 33% were involved in at least one arts program, and 63% participated in at least one sport. Our rugby team won the state championship. Water polo won Jesuit's 100th section championship, and golf and track and field followed up with numbers 101 and 102. Our basketball team made it to the NorCal State Division I championship game and finished as one of the top 4 teams in the state. Football qualified for playoffs, and baseball, soccer, swimming, and tennis placed second in their section championships. Last year, 13 student athletes signed letters of intent to play collegiate athletics, and Zach Green, class of 2012, was drafted to play for the Philadelphia Phillies. Our drama team was commissioned by the Jesuit Refugee Services last year to create a play about contemporary refugee issues. Imago Dei, Journeys of Courage, Hope, and Home, has, since its Jesuit debut, been performed in Chicago and New York City. They continue to sell out their on-campus productions and continue to produce Beyond the Black Box, a service opportunity where teams of students write, direct, and produce their own productions, which they then perform at local elementary schools, hospitals, and shelters. Our robotics team placed 3rd in the Marine Advanced Technology Education International Underwater ROV competition by building a robot that extracts oil from the fuel tank of a shipwreck immediately upon its initial finding. The ability to both survey and clear a site in the same mission has the potential to prevent and contain environmental catastrophes in the future. The competition was held in Orlando, Florida. Jesuit High School was the only high school to compete at the collegiate level and defeated teams from schools such as Arizona State, Georgia Tech, and the University of Washington, as well as international teams from Canada, Egypt, the United Kingdom, and Hong Kong. In the last year, our students completed more than 25,000 hours of community service throughout the Western Hemisphere. They experienced poverty in places such as Los Angeles, South Dakota, West Virginia, Nicaragua, Honduras, and even here in Sacramento. They tutored fatherless boys, collected more than 70,000 pounds of food, served the hungry at food banks and shelters, worked as camp counselors at the Muscular Dystrophy Association summer camp and Camp Recreation, and befriended those who thought the world had abandoned them. The benefits to those involved in the Christian Service program are obvious, not only for those being served, but even more for the students who come to realize that in giving of themselves to others, they receive much more than they give. Our campus ministry program continues to challenge students to grow in their faith and spirituality, whatever their religious background. Earlier this year, the Freshman Overnight Retreat introduced our newest students to the spirituality of St. Ignatius, and they witnessed the brotherhood which characterizes the student body of Jesuit High School through the generous service of the senior Big Brothers, who were the leaders of the retreat. With faculty support and the prayers of our entire community, the Freshman Overnight Retreat ended with a family liturgy, and then more than 260 tired young men headed home to catch up on some sleep. Sophomore and junior retreats are organized through their theology classes, and the senior Kairos retreats occur from October through March. The Lord's time is every day at Jesuit High School, but a Kairos retreat brings the Lord's goodness and a special focus for our students in their last year at Jesuit. Of the 242 members of the graduating class of 2012, every student was accepted to attend college this fall. Students of the class of 2012 were admitted to Yale, Stanford, Georgetown, MIT, Cal Berkeley, and USC, among 83 other colleges and universities. 100% of our seniors took the SAT or ACT, scoring an average of nearly 250 points higher than the national average, and the class of 2012 received more than $4.3 million in scholarships. As Jesuit High School prepares for our 50th year of educating young men in the Ignatian tradition here in Sacramento, we are dedicated to ensuring the sustainability and future success of our school and of those who are involved with it. Architectural and engineering designs for the Chapel of the North American Martyrs are being completed and will be submitted for final building permits this winter. We are hopeful that we will be able to break ground in the spring of 2013 on the chapel and the new entrance off Fair Oaks Boulevard, which would coincide with the 50th anniversary of the original groundbreaking of Jesuit High School. A modernization of our athletic facilities is planned to meet the growing needs of our student athletes. The upgrades will include a synthetic fiber turf field, a rubberized artificial running surface, new bleachers, scoreboard, and press box at the Jesuit Stadium. In addition to football games, these upgrades will allow our facilities to host regulation track and field meets, soccer and lacrosse games, and rugby matches, which the stadium cannot currently hold. The synthetic fiber turf field will allow additional practice space for all of our teams, in addition to the Jesuit Junior Marauders football and cheer programs and the Parochial Athletic League. Upgrades are also planned for our baseball field to provide modern dugouts, a new backstop, and additional seating for fans. 7,000 square feet of state-of-the-art science labs and lecture space will be constructed in what used to be the old locker rooms. Dedicated space for our robotics and science Olympiad teams will also be made available. As Jesuit prepares to launch our one-to-one iPad initiative next year, our Department of Technology has spent this past summer installing Meraki cloud-managed wireless access points around campus. This is the same technology that is used by Stanford University. Upgrades to our library to support this new initiative, as well as to serve as an information commons, are also being planned. Our 538 kilowatt photovoltaic solar system was installed this past spring and started generating power in May. The system is currently producing approximately 48% of our energy needs. Jesuit was awarded the Sacramento Small Sustainable Business of the Year Award for this project and for our continued efforts to be good stewards to the environment. Jesuit High School also received the 2012 Sacramento Workplace Excellence Leader Award by the Sacramento Area Human Resource Association as the best small or medium-sized nonprofit to work in the greater Sacramento region. Jesuit High School is an endeavor. It is an endeavor that requires the support of many individuals. We are grateful for your selfless contribution of time, talent, and treasure that you have given Jesuit High School over the past year. Your gifts have a lasting impact on the Jesuit High School community. Together, we are partners in a mission where, with God's inexhaustible grace and love, we are given the privilege to set the world on fire by inspiring young people of faith, of hope, but most especially, of love. All for the greater glory of God.